They never told you this secret. They told you to work harder, to study longer, to hustle more. But no one told you that the most important key to your success is not in the middle of the day or at the end of it. It is hidden in the very first hour of your morning. The truth is, how you wake up decides how you live. That first moment when your eyes open, when your mind is still quiet, when your body is heavy but your spirit is awake, that is when your destiny is being written. Most people waste it. They reach for their phones, they drown themselves in noise, they delay their greatness by choosing comfort, and they wonder why nothing changes. But if you learn this morning secret, everything shifts. Your energy rises. Your discipline sharpens, your mind clears. Success begins to chase you because you are no longer waiting for life. You are setting the tone for it. This is not about being perfect. It is about being intentional. It is about mastering the first hour so the rest of the day bends in your favor. And once you understand this truth, you will never wake up the same again. When the sun rises, life begins again. But here is the truth most people ignore. The first hour of your morning decides the quality of your entire day. If your morning is filled with chaos, distractions, and weakness, then your day will follow the same pattern. If your morning is built with clarity, strength, and discipline, then everything that follows bends in your favor. Think about how most people wake up today. The alarm rings, they groan, they complain, they press snooze. The first decision they make is a decision of weakness, delay, avoidance, comfort. And that single choice is not small. It is the seed of the day. When you start with weakness, your mind accepts weakness as normal. The result is predictable: procrastination, frustration, and regret. But imagine another path. Imagine you wake up with intention. You open your eyes, and instead of grabbing your phone, you take a breath. You feel the life in your lungs. You sit up, and you choose movement over delay. You choose discipline over comfort. That one choice sets fire to the rest of the day. Your body wakes up, your mind clears, your spirit sharpens. And everything you face afterward feels lighter, because you already won the first battle, the battle against yourself. The Shaolin monks understand this deeply. For centuries, their training begins before the sun rises. Why? Because the first hour is the purest hour. The world is still quiet. No distractions, no demands, no noise. In that silence, you create strength. In that silence, you choose who you will be for the rest of the day. This is why your morning is sacred. It is the only part of the day where you are fully in control. Success is not built in big, dramatic moments. Success is built in the quiet consistency of your mornings. One disciplined morning may not change your life, but 100 disciplined mornings will transform you into someone unstoppable. This is the secret most people never discover. They wait for motivation, they wait for opportunities, they wait for luck. But the truth is, your morning routine is more powerful than luck. It is more reliable than motivation. It is your foundation. The first hour is your compass. If it points toward weakness, you will drift all day. If it points toward strength, you will move forward with clarity. And here is the lesson. Stop wasting your mornings. Stop giving away the most powerful hour of your life to distractions and noise. Take it back, own it. Protect it as if your future depends on it, because it does. When you win the morning, you win the day. And when you win enough days, you win your life. In today's world, noise is everywhere. The noise of social media, the noise of other people's opinions, the noise of endless distractions. From the moment most people wake up, their minds are already under attack. A phone notification, a news headline, a flood of thoughts that do not belong to them, and because of this noise, they lose connection to themselves. But silence is different. Silence is power. Silence is not emptiness. It is space. It is in silence that you discover who you are, what you want, and how strong you can become. That is why so many people are lost. They have never learned to sit in silence. They fear silence because it confronts them with the truth. Think about this. When a warrior sharpens his sword, he does not do it in the middle of battle. He retreats, he focuses, he removes distractions. The sharpening happens in silence, so that when the noise of the battle comes, he is ready. Your life is no different. If you are always surrounded by noise, you will never sharpen your mind. You will always react, never create. The Shaolin monks have practiced this for centuries. Before training, before teaching, they sit in silence. They meditate not because it is fashionable, but because they understand. Silence prepares the mind for strength. It allows you to separate what is real from what is illusion. The world outside can scream, but if your inner world is calm, nothing can break you. Noise is heavy. It fills you with anxiety, comparison, and doubt. Silence is light. It frees you. It clears the fog. It gives you vision. And when you carry vision, you no longer stumble. You walk with certainty. This is why the most powerful people in history, leaders, sages, masters, always valued silence. They understood that noise may entertain, but silence transforms. Ask yourself, when was the last time you gave yourself even 10 minutes of silence? Not scrolling, not talking, not consuming, just silence. In those minutes, you will feel restless at first. Your mind will resist because it is addicted to noise. But if you stay with it, something shifts. Your breathing slows. Your thoughts become clearer, and suddenly answers that you have been chasing appear naturally. This is the gift of silence. It reveals what noise hides. The truth is simple. You do not need more noise in your life. You need more silence. If you learn to value silence in your mornings, the rest of the day becomes lighter. When you build silence into your daily life, your decisions become stronger, your emotions become calmer, your energy becomes sharper. Remember this, silence is not weakness. Silence is strength controlled. Anyone can shout, but only the strong can remain silent and focused. The one who controls silence controls themselves, and the one who controls themselves controls their destiny. Most people dream of massive success, big achievements, and life-changing breakthroughs. But what they fail to see is that greatness is never built in one leap. It is built in steps. And not giant steps, but small, consistent ones. This is the secret discipline of small wins. Think of a Shaolin monk's training. Every morning, before the sun rises, the monk does the same routine. He stretches, he breathes, he moves slowly, and he sharpens his focus. Day after day, year after year, the same small actions. From the outside, it looks ordinary, but inside, it is extraordinary. Because over time, those small wins stack up, creating strength and mastery that no one can see until it is revealed. The problem with most people is impatience. They want the result without the discipline. They want the fruit without planting the seed. And when progress doesn't come in a week, they give up. But the truth is, the universe rewards the one who stays consistent with the small wins, not the one who chases shortcuts. Think about this. A mountain is climbed step by step. A body is built repetition by repetition. A mind is strengthened thought by thought. No single act changes your destiny. It is the discipline of repeating small acts every single day. The beauty of small wins is that they are always in your control. You cannot control what life throws at you today, but you can control waking up 10 minutes earlier. You can control drinking water instead of soda. You can control reading one page instead of scrolling one feed. Each small decision may look insignificant, but like drops of water filling a jar, eventually it overflows. Shaolin wisdom teaches, don't fight the whole battle today, win the battle of this moment. If you wake up and win your morning, you carry that victory into the afternoon. If you stay disciplined in the afternoon, you bring that energy into the night. And when your days are filled with small wins, your weeks transform. Weeks become months, months become years, and years build a new destiny. But here's the test. Small wins are boring. They are quiet. They do not give instant gratification. No one claps for you when you meditate in silence, when you practice discipline, when you keep promises to yourself. But the universe notices, your mind notices, your soul notices, and slowly you begin to change, not in noise, but in silence. So the question is, are you chasing big, flashy victories that disappear quickly, or are you building small, daily wins that will last forever? Remember this truth, discipline is freedom. Small wins create discipline, discipline creates strength, and strength creates freedom. The freedom to live life on your terms, with power and with peace. Start today, win one small battle. And when you win it tomorrow, win another. Over time, you will look back and realize the small wins were never small at all. They were everything. Your morning is the foundation of your entire day. How you begin sets the tone for everything that follows. If you start rushed, distracted, and unfocused, the day will mirror that chaos. But if you begin with clarity, discipline, and intention, the day unfolds with strength and flow. This is the power of morning rituals. Shaolin monks understand this truth deeply. That is why before the first light of dawn, they rise in silence. They don't check distractions. They don't waste their first energy. Instead, they enter ritual, breathing, moving, meditating, training. These rituals are not random. They are precise, designed to align the body, sharpen the mind, and center the spirit. You may not live in a monastery, but the principle is the same. The way you greet your morning determines the strength you carry into the world. Too many people wake up and immediately give away their attention to social media, to noise, to other people's agendas. Before their own thoughts can even settle, the world has already hijacked their mind, and then they wonder why they feel weak, scattered, and empty. Here is the wisdom. Your first hour is your golden hour. Protect it like your life depends on it, because it does. What should a morning ritual look like? It doesn't have to be complicated. Start with the body, stretch, breathe, move. This awakens the energy that was resting during the night. Then feed the mind, read something uplifting, write your thoughts, or simply sit in silence to observe. And finally, set your spirit. Remind yourself of your purpose, your values, and your gratitude. When body, mind, and spirit align, you step into the day with unshakable power. The beauty of rituals is not in their size, but in their repetition. 5 minutes of meditation every day is more powerful than 1 hour once a month. 10 minutes of journaling daily will transform your clarity far more than waiting for inspiration. Rituals are about consistency, not intensity. And here is the secret. Rituals build identity. Every time you practice your morning discipline, you are telling yourself, I am someone who lives with intention. I am someone who chooses growth over comfort. That identity becomes stronger until it becomes unshakable. The world is full of people chasing miracles, waiting for one big event to change their life. But the Shaolin path, the disciplined path, reveals that your miracle is already here. It is in your mornings. Win your morning and you win your life. So tomorrow, before you reach for your phone, Reach for your breath. Before you drown in distractions, ground yourself in silence. Before you serve the world, serve your soul. This is the power of morning rituals, quiet, simple, repeated, but unstoppable. The greatest prisons are not made of walls and bars. They are built inside the human mind. A person can be physically free yet trapped in invisible chains of fear, doubt, regret, and limitation. These are the mental traps that silently steal life. If you do not break them, they will keep you small, even when the world outside is vast. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, "I can't do this," before you even tried? How often have you replayed mistakes from the past, punishing yourself again and again for something that is already gone? How often do you compare yourself to others only to feel weak, invisible, or worthless? These are the invisible cages. No one put you there. You built them brick by brick, thought by thought. The Shaolin path teaches that the mind is both the enemy and the master. Left undisciplined, it creates illusions and traps you in them, but trained, it becomes a weapon of clarity, cutting through every illusion. The first step, then, is awareness. You must learn to see the trap while you are inside it. For example, fear is a mental trap. Fear tells you to stay where you are, to never step into the unknown. But fear is not reality. It is just a story your mind creates about what might happen. When you shine awareness on fear, you begin to see most of the things you fear never happen. The mind creates shadows that are bigger than the truth. Another trap is self-doubt. It whispers, "You're not ready, you're not enough." But understand this, no one is ever fully ready. Growth only comes by stepping forward, not by waiting until you feel perfect. The moment you act despite self-doubt, the chains begin to break. Regret is another heavy trap. People carry their past like a bag of stones, too heavy to move forward. But the past is not a prison unless you choose to live there. The Shaolin teaching says, the past is a teacher, not a home. Learn from it, bow to it, and then walk away. Comparison is one of the deadliest traps of all. The moment you measure yourself against others, you lose your own path. There will always be someone richer, stronger, more successful, but their journey is not yours. When you stop competing with others and focus on your own growth, you release yourself from this invisible cage. Breaking free from mental traps requires 3 things: awareness, discipline, and courage. Awareness to see the trap, discipline to stop feeding it, and courage to step out even when it feels uncomfortable. Remember, the cage is made of thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. You are not weak. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are free the moment you choose to be. The day you break these mental chains is the day life opens in front of you, vast, limitless, waiting for you to finally walk into it. The world you live in today is not steady. It is full of storms, financial uncertainty, emotional pain, betrayal, heartbreak, war, fear of the future. Everywhere you look, something is shaking, and yet within this chaos there are people who stand tall, like mountains that do not move, no matter how strong the winds blow. These are the unshakable ones, and the question is, how do you become one of them? The truth is, life will never stop testing you. If you wait for the world to calm down before you feel at peace, you will wait forever. The unshakable ones are not peaceful because the world is peaceful. They are peaceful because they have learned to anchor themselves. Imagine a tree during a storm. The branches may sway, but if the roots are deep, the tree will not fall. Your roots are your inner values, your discipline, and your connection to something higher than yourself. The first step in becoming unshakable is to stop being controlled by external events. Many people live like leaves in the wind, happy when life is good, broken when life is hard. But if your happiness depends on circumstances, then circumstances will always own you. The Shaolin way teaches detachment, not the coldness of not caring, but the strength of not being controlled. Learn to observe life like a river. Things will come and go, but you remain steady on the shore. The second step is discipline. Discipline is the armor that protects you from chaos. When you rise early, when you take care of your body, when you sharpen your mind, you are building inner power that cannot be taken away. The world may collapse, but no one can steal your discipline. It is yours. The third step is resilience. Resilience means you do not break when you fall. You bend, you adapt, you rise again. Every hardship you survive makes you stronger. Every failure you overcome makes you unshakable. Life is not about avoiding storms. It is about learning to dance in the rain. The fourth step is faith. Not blind belief, but faith that life has meaning, that you are guided, and that nothing you face is without purpose. When you trust that even your pain is shaping you, fear begins to lose its power. You start to see that what was meant to destroy you is actually forging you into steel. Becoming unshakable does not mean you will never feel pain. It means you will not let pain define you. It does not mean you will never feel fear. It means you will not bow to fear. It does not mean the world will stop shaking. It means that within you there is a stillness, a center, a place of strength that no storm can reach. The world does not need more soft souls who collapse at the first sign of trouble. The world needs warriors of spirit, calm, steady, unshakable. And that warrior can be you if you choose discipline over comfort, faith over fear, and resilience over despair. So when the storm comes, do not run. Stand, breathe, root yourself deep, and let the world see. Here is one who cannot be moved. Listen carefully. You have just heard wisdom that can change the way you live every morning, every day, every moment. But knowledge without action is useless. If you walk away and forget these words, your life will remain the same. But if you wake up tomorrow and apply even one of these lessons, discipline, silence, inner peace, you will see transformation faster than you ever believed possible. The secret is not outside you. It is not in money, not in status, not in the approval of others. The secret is within you. Your mind, your habits, your morning. It decides your destiny. The world will try to distract you, weaken you, and make you forget your strength. Don't allow it. Stand up, take control, become unshakable. If these words touched you, if they woke something inside you, then don't keep them to yourself. Share this message with someone who needs it. Leave a comment, subscribe, and join this journey of discipline, wisdom, and truth. Remember, life will not wait. Stop crying, stop delaying, act now. Your morning is your future. Don't waste it.